welcome back to the United Star. I'm Prasham Kothari, and I've got the wonderful Daniel returning to the channel today. Today he comes on as an Italian fan to preview the final. Is it coming to home or is it going to Rome? Is what scarves are being made, I hear, at Wembley. So we're going to talk about the final, what the atmosphere and the mood is like in Italy right now, and we're going to preview the game. So Daniel, let's get straight into it. When the tournament kicked off, everyone was saying Italy were the dark horses. Was the mood the same going around in Italy at the point, or are you surprised that you all have made it to the final?
You mean for Italy?
Yeah.
Well, surprised. It's a beautiful surprise because from missing the qualification for the World Cup, everything would have been acceptable. But we had the strong feeling. We don't know why. It's just something you feel. Maybe it's everything around that made you feel that this team was strong. The team, because we don't have we don't have the player that solves everything. And so I say that it's a beautiful surprise because none of us said, okay, we are going to the final. But we knew about our strength since the beginning, and we demonstrated that.
Right. And Daniel, do you think that is because there is this sort of perfect blend of youth and experience? Because there is obviously Chiellini and Bonucci who have played for about 100 years. And but to go with them, you've also got Insigne and Immobile who probably understand their game better now. But to add to that, you've got the likes of Chiesa, Spinazzola, Berardi, Verratti, all these sort of it's like a perfect combination, do you think, this team in terms of youth experience?
Yes. Yes, but it's not also that. We also have players which played their very first match in the national team in Euro 2020. It's incredible. Pessina didn't have to be here, to be there actually, because he was just a second chance because the main player got injured. And then he scored 2 goals. I think that it's really the group that Mancini, which played for Leicester City before ending the career. Mancini was able to create a totally new mentality. I don't know. He brought a lot of positivity. Okay, because I think that many managers are used to give pressure to the players to make them do better. The best example I think about is Gasperini at Atalanta. Gasperini is famous to give a lot of pressure to his players, and then they do good, but it's not what it's not what Mancini is doing in these years. He kept everything very very light, like,
right,
let's have fun together. We can do many things together. We are going there with relief. They made a lot of jokes. I don't know if you have seen the penalties with Spain.
Yeah, of course.
It's been reported that when Mancini had to tell which players should have shoot the penalties, he said, okay, the first one is mine, the second one is Vialli's, the second manager. Can you see it? This is it's all a game, no? And he takes the pressure off the players so that they build the team better. And also, if you have seen Chiellini laughing with Jordi Alba.
Jordi Alba,
Jordi Alba was in a totally different mood. He didn't understand the jokes. He was like, oh, we have to win in his mind. Well, maybe also Chiellini used this strategy to release a bit of stress, because also laughing these things. He hugged Jordi Alba very tight. He kept it,
Yeah, yeah.
so all these things. I think that the very important part is the positivity and the team strength.
Yeah, and you talk about positivity. It's an interesting thing because Italian teams normally are known to, get those 1-0 results and then basically not play very attractive football. I mean, obviously, you've had the likes of Baggio and Mancini and great players play for y'all, but Italian teams are generally known for that. But this Italian team seems different. Like, at least in the previous sort of first half
Yes,
of the tournament, they felt a lot more expressive. And I think that's something down to the positivity and freedom Mancini is giving as well.
yes, yes. Bernardeschi. There are memes about him because he said, here in the national team, I can risk more to play to do my single plays,
Hmm.
and uh, we made fun of it, but it's true, because in Juventus it's more strict. You
Hmm.
have to do that. It's the plan.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
the yeah, the plan.
Yeah.
It's the play, and the thing is, yeah, the national press
Hmm.
also said what you said after the match with Spain. They said to Mancini, this night, for the first time, we played like Italy.
I was having a conversation with a friend, and he said that Mancini has sort of done a world tour where he's played like Brazil, Argentina, the Dutch, but now he's coming back to playing like Italy. He's decided that none of this nonsense. Now we just need to get the job done. It doesn't matter how it looks. So maybe there's some truth to that.
Maybe, but I think that the Spain was um, a single case, because uh, partly they had to do that because Spain had um, prepared the match like that,
Hmm.
and also maybe a little bit that the players felt something different, maybe in their minds. Mancini wasn't actually so happy about the some parts of the match
Hmm.
when uh, when we did what you said, but
Yeah.
so yeah, we did.
But
We had
Daniel,
our
now
occasions.
tell me, you're playing England in a final at Wembley. The last four times Italy have met England in a major tournament, they've beaten them. How confident are you going into this game? Do you think y'all are going to win this for sure? You said that you were shocked that they reached the final. Would it be a shock if Italy now lose the final, considering how good they've been?
Yeah. It's a hard question. I think the whole world is wondering this. Um, I don't know, Prashant. We will see on Sunday. It's actually, you know, England puts a lot of pressure to this. It's coming home, coming home, coming home. So I think that if they lose, it's gonna be a tragedy. I think that if we are gonna lose, it's not gonna be a tragedy. It will be a lot of claps to everybody anyway.
Hmm.
So I think that we can win. England England didn't convince me. Their only good match was against Ukraine. The other matches I saw them, none of them really convinced me at all.
So let me ask you this, Daniel, then, in continuation to them not convincing you. What do you think is sort of England's biggest weak point that Italy can attack? And what are you most worried about looking at England's team and the way they've been playing?
Well, the weak point of England, actually, I don't know that. Maybe they are not well organized, because they had very few goals,
Hmm, hmm.
because Maguire I when I think of Maguire, you know. No, well, but he's technically is a good defender.
Hmm.
So they have good elements, but I also think that they had poor attacks to play with.
Hmm.
So um, the weak point maybe the organization,
Yeah,
the
I agree
team,
with you. I
playing.
actually agree with you, Daniel. Like going forward, England don't seem to really have a plan. It's more like, a little bit about hit and hope that, we have enough talented players that someone will show up with a goal at some
Yes,
point.
yes.
So I also feel that that is definitely true. And I kind of echo that sentiment that for England, reaching a final is such a big thing that there's almost too much pressure. Whereas for Italy, it's like, yeah, well, if we lose it, we're going to be there again almost. Even though Italy, yeah, no, but that's the sort of, teams like Italy and Spain, like they expect to be at the semi-finals and finals of major competitions. Whereas England, with the team they have, is obviously quite talented with the likes of Kane, Sancho, Grealish, Mount, very talented players. But every time they make it to the big stage, it seems as if it's never going to happen again for them. And maybe that
Yeah.
pressure will sort of weigh them down. I completely agree with you in that sense. But being an England fan, at least adopted England fan, I hope that that doesn't happen and they're able to beat Italy. But tell me a little bit about what the mood is like in Italy right now. What are the people feeling? Are they confident? Are they celebrations? How are things there?
Actually, it's a good question because it's crazy because partly because we are used to that. We are used to reach the quarterfinals, the semifinals of the international competitions. 2008 was uh, an exception, a crazy exception because yeah, well, it be a lot of errors,
Hmm.
but let us not talk about that. So in the other years, I have never seen people going around yelling with the flags. Hey! Uh, the only time when I saw it was in 2006.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We were young, but I was there in 2006 and it was really crazy.
Right.
But we reached the Euro final in 2012. We reached the quarterfinals in 2006 with a very, very important match with Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And also previously, as I remember, and as it's been told me, there has never been that much. Well, everybody watches the match of Italy, of course. Everybody supports Italy, but this year I am seeing things that didn't happen since 2006 because winning the quarterfinals, I have seen for many hours people all around the city with my eyes, okay, with singing, playing the car trumpets, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the big flags out of the windows,
Mm.
in the motorbikes with flags,
Wow.
and for hours and hours, and people yelling in the streets. Since we won the quarterfinals,
So,
uh, I don't understand, and it's beautiful. And we are also in northern Italy. Usually, northern Italy is a little bit colder. You know, we
hmm.
are a little bit more. We pay attention to our um, pulling out our emotions.
Mhm.
Okay,
But so Daniel, is there a sense of expectation that Italy is going to win the final?
if we are going to win the final,
Yeah. Is
well, as
there?
I told you,
What do the what
as
is
I
the
told
mood?
you,
What is the overarching mood in the country? Do they expect to win the final almost?
there is no the pressure. Uh, and we are having a meme, a common meme going around a lot in these days. Well, before Spain, the meme is we are telling things like if we are in the future, and we know that Italy lost.
Mm-hmm.
To jinx it. So before the semifinals, we were saying, well, Spain England will be a beautiful final, and then when England won over Denmark,
Mm.
all the main Facebook pages and the national press also saying uh, congratulations to England to win the Euro 2020. You see, it's an Italian thing to jinx. You say things this because you don't want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because the opposite, we say if you say something that you want to happen, then you ruin it. You don't have to say it, because if you say it, it doesn't happen. So we want to win, but there is no that full pressure. There is no that we must win. It's coming Rome, which is a joke. It's not. I think that also the players don't feel that much pressure. They are calm with the thing that they already did an incredible thing, and we want to win, but we are not saying that.
Right. So let me ask you this before we wrap up. What's your prediction for the final?
So if I want to follow the meme, I will say Italy 0, England 2, Maguire.
Uh,
Let me say that. Let me say that, Prashant.
okay.
So
Okay. So let me, since I'm an England fan, I'm going to say Italy 2, England 0, Insigne,
okay,
Insigne.
why not? Why not? With I don't know the English for it. Insigne has that
Yeah,
shoot,
the curve. The
the
curler. Yeah,
bending
yeah,
shoot.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in Italian it's tiro a giro.
Yeah,
Tiro a
that's a
giro.
signature. It's like we have a joke where we say Insigne is essentially the right-footed Iron Robin.
Yeah, yes, yes,
But
understand.
guys, it's been an absolutely fantastic conversation with Daniel to understand what mind games the Italian media and Italy are playing with jinxing the other teams and the mood around the nation. It seems like it's going to be a great sort of festival if Italy actually go on to win the Euros, and if it does come to Rome, as as people are saying, I think the country will erupt in euphoria. So let's see what happens in the final. The game is at Wembley. England supporters will be there and voicing their opinion, apparently with lasers and everything else
Yes,
as well. But Daniel is confident, quietly confident. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to talk Italy up right now. So let's see what happens, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, and let's hope
yes,
for a fantastic final.
yes. I've bought the fireworks anyway. I will shoot them anyway. It doesn't matter.
Um,
Bye bye.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, like Daniel said, reaching the finals in itself is a wonderful achievement from where Italy have come by not qualifying for the World Cup, and it is cause for celebration. So let's see what happens. Is it coming home or is it going to Rome? Let us know in the comments.